My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. I must inform you that I do not live in this house by myself, but live here with other people. Sometimes other members of the household may have to walk through areas where I might be recording with other family members on the phone. If you hear any noise like that, please feel free to disregard. We are doing our best to get noise canceling equipment, which may at least keep you from hearing exactly what is being said. Thank you for considering. Well, I've come into the shop today just to kind of demonstrate to you all a little way I have of mixing together a finish that I make, and lately it has been kind of running low, and I've had a few carvings that are like painted basswood, which are better to mix in this than in linseed oil because you know how like sometimes it can kind of turn yellow in ways when mixed in linseed oil, or soaked in it. So that's kind of why I've come up with a slightly different solution, and this is something that I've also used to soak my little acrylic painted scroll saw figures in back when I used to make those. It was what I thought was a better thing for them for other reasons too, and I'll tell you all a little bit of what I use. I use a 16 flow ounce bottle of Old English lemon oil, and any bottle about the same size of extra virgin olive oil will do. Of course, I get these at Walmart, so it's kind of a great value one, Walmart brand, and it's 17 flow ounces, which is just about close to the 16 flow ounces that the Old English lemon oil is. And I'm going to demonstrate a little way I have of mixing these, and sometimes it might even take several bottles to do it. I've purchased 3 bottles of each, so sometimes I might even have enough to kind of practically fill the whole container, but we're just going to kind of do it short here. If you ever want to make more, you can just repeat the process and put them in the same container. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with this Old English lemon oil, and I've always used carving knives to do this. You see that little thing in the top that is kind of used to squirt it onto furniture and kind of get it out, but I'd say what I do is I take a carving knife and usually put it in, and will sort of, do a little like this and try to pop that thing out just like that, and then kind of, I'd say, like, take this mixing container. I kind of use a drink mixing pitcher. That's what I originally bought these pitchers for, and pour the Old English lemon oil in. Then what you're going to do is take the bottle of extra virgin olive oil. It might have a seal like this on it, so you can just remove that. They kind of do that for freshness in case you might use it for cooking or something. And what I'll do is pour the extra virgin olive oil in there with the Old English lemon oil, and it's okay to even leave it like this if the container is big enough, and kind of, let it pour in by itself, because it's a different kind of container, different kind of oil, so it might take it a little bit longer to pour than the lemon oil will. And while we're doing that, there's just some little things I'll tell you all about it, like, I used to use liquid gold furniture spray, which contained some lemon oil. That was what somebody introduced to me as what to coat your carvings with, but they no longer carry that in stores. And so I just had to find different ways of doing it. And my mom always used a certain kind of lemon oil she could get at Meijer to kind of replenish the furniture. But because in her case, the Old English lemon oil is kind of bad for her sinuses, so she can't use it. But I can use any kind. It doesn't bother me that much, and so I kind of get that because it's available and it's cheap. So that's kind of what I kind of started to use, and sometimes I use that to kind of put superficial coatings on my crafts. And whenever I did utensils, I used olive oil because lemon oil isn't good for utensils, but olive oil kind of gives them a shine. And that was kind of also for a while what I used whenever I made salad bowls and dough bowls, just kind of using that olive oil finish. And I'd say that since it kind of gives it the shine and lemon oil kind of gives it the replenishment, that's kind of the reason why I started using the combination of the two to make some things. And I would also like to say that one day I might get around to something I've already shown you all in videos in the past I've done, ways that I have of kind of, pouring it into containers, which I might have some of my painted basswood carvings in order to soak them. So if there's ever something like that and it's necessary to do in a video sometime, I'll be happy to show it to you. I'll be happy to demonstrate it sometime. And I've got a couple little carvings right now that are kind of getting to the point where that is what they are starting to need. So I decided to get on for this moment, demonstrate to you all how I do that, and show you all a little more. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.